Hello and welcome to another Rivals of Ixalan draft here on the channel. If you're watching this on YouTube, welcome, welcome, welcome. Okie doke, so we've got two rares here. We've got Deep Root Elite and Captain's Hook, along with a pretty solid common here. Definitely narrowing it down to these three. The uncommons aren't very good. Shake the Foundations is fine in some decks, but not great. It's a decent sideboard card. But yeah, none of the commons are better than Waterknot. And then Deep Root Elite's pretty good, Captain's Hook's pretty good. Pretty sure none of these are worth anything. I'll check the Deep Root Elite just because it's a foil. Though foils on Magic Online are usually, are sometimes worth less. Oh, it's 2.5 ticks. Nice. It is interesting though. Captain's Hook can kind of go into any deck. It just makes all of your creatures a threat, especially good with like flyers because then they're basically unblockable. Deep Root Elite, good with Merfolk. Yeah, that's pretty much all like we said. Waterknot's also good with Merfolk. I do take the Deep Root Elite, Aquatic Incursion, right wheel. I'm just going to take the Captain's Hook, though. I think it being colorless is pretty nice because then it can go into any deck. And it's pretty good. It makes it hard to block stuff. And, yeah. Deep Root Elite is pretty much a gold card. So while I think it is good, if you end up in Merfolk, the odds of me ending up in Merfolk, which is exactly blue-green, are not insanely high. So right here, I'm probably going to take a Waterknot. I think it's the best card in the pack. Paladin of Atonement's fine if you're like a defensive deck, but I think Waterknot's going to be good. Jungle Worm Pioneer is also good, so maybe the Deep Root Elite pick would have worked out, but I like Captain's Hook. I think it's a pretty solid card. Just makes all your creatures like hard to deal with, hard to like chump stuff if it has a Captain's Hook on it. Yeah. But yeah, pretty easy Waterknot for me here. I like Waterknot a lot. Jungle Worm Pioneer is good, but I think Waterknot's better. So we're going to slam that here. And some interesting possibilities here. Admiral's Order is not very good. It's basically cancel. Sometimes you'll get some value out of it costing 1, but mostly just view it as a cancel. Resplendent Griffin is usually just a 3-mana 2/2 flyer. In the late game, it can be a little bit better than that, but usually just a 3-mana 2/2 flyer. And if you evaluate it as that, then you'll probably be pretty solid. It does get better in the late game, but if you've gotten to the late game with a blue-white deck, you're probably in decent shape if you've built your deck so that this card's going to be good. It's a pretty good card, though. I think it's pretty good. It's got upside. It's like a Wind Drake that has upside. Waterknot number 2 is also an interesting pick. I think I'd probably rather take the Waterknot number 2 just so I don't have to choose my second color yet. I could still be blue-green, blue-white. This card's a gold card, and I don't think it's insanely better than Waterknot. Sailor of Means is also a nice pickup for certain decks, but I think it's worse than Waterknot. Same with Secrets of the Golden City. Good in controlling decks, but I'd rather have the Waterknot here. Certainly Griffin putting me into 2 colors is a big cost. And now I'm going to take a Kitesail Corsair. Keeps me mono blue. Colossal Dreadmaw is a card that I like. Blue a fair amount. Swashbuckler's a pretty good 2-drop because it gains double strike in the late game, which is just pretty relevant. Trailblazer's fine. It's nothing special, but it's fine. I like Kitesail Corsair here by a mile, though. Keeping me mono blue. And I really do like staying flexible and open, especially at this stage of the draft. This pick I might deviate, though. I do not think Hornswoggle is impressive as a card. Now is where I start thinking about colors that I think might be open. So Hornswoggle would be the pick if I was going to play blue. If I was going to take a blue card, I think it's better than River Darter. There have been a couple of green cards. We saw like a Jungle Worm Pioneer in the second pack. We saw that Resplendent Griffin, so maybe white's open. We could take a Snubhorn Sentry, but I don't love Snubhorn Sentry. We could take a Fanatical Firebrand. I think I'm going to take Firebrand here. I think red could be open. Captain's Hook is pretty good in red-blue specifically. I don't really want to play red-blue, but I think Fanatical Firebrand's a fine head to pick. I think it's probably the best card out of this pack. Snubhorn's not very good. None of these cards are insane. Hornswoggle's not a card I love to main deck. Hey, Dustin, welcome to the stream. You came at a good time. He sees me drafting blue cards, taking a Fanatical Firebrand. We all know this is Dustin's favorite archetype. For people on YouTube, Dustin is known for drafting as many Legion Conquistadors as he can get his hands on. That's his like trademark card of the set. Crashing Tide I like. Secrets of the Golden City can be good, but if I end up playing blue-red, I'd rather have the Crashing Tide just as a bounce spell. Unfortunate that the blue-red gold card isn't very good. Storm of the Vault is just not playable in limited. It's a pretty cool design, though. I think it's a cool card. But yeah, we're gonna take the Crashing Tide. We aren't gonna like give up on like a blue control deck, but I think Crashing Tide's gonna be fine no matter what. And yeah, I'm pretty happy to get this here. And kind of punished here. A second Crashing Tide. You like moving in on the worst color for cards like Firebrand? Well, yeah. I don't really like view colors as better or worse. I think it's more about what's open in a particular draft. I don't think Hornswoggle's particularly good, Dustin, so I'm not like, I don't feel like I'm missing out on much. I think I'm just going to take another Crashing Tide here, stick to my blue origins. I could take a Colossal Dreadmaw or something, but running 2 Crashing Tides is not the end of the world, and I am pretty solid in my first color. I'm like pretty good in blue here. Wow! Form of the Dinosaur is kind of sweet. I like Suncrest Pterodon a pretty good amount, though. I think that's going to be my pickup here. I think it's probably the best card in the pack. Colossal Dreadmaw, we have seen a bunch of these, so maybe green's open, but hard to say for sure. It is a nice sideboard card, worst case. Yeah, I think it can be main deckable in, like as a one-of. I think I'm going to take the Pterodon here over the Form of the Dinosaur and the Horncrest. I don't think we've seen a ton of red to support this pick. Colossal Dreadmaw we could take, but I think we would rather have the Suncrested Pterodon in blue-white. Yeah, I think Chicken's pretty good. Though, as I'm talking about how red's not open, we see a couple pretty good, like a decent red cards. I don't like Sun-Collared Raptor really at all. Frilled Death Spitter is pretty fine, like it's medium. I think I'm going to take that over Shake the Foundations. Shake the Foundations, it doesn't kill this if I use it properly, but if I want to use it at instant speed, it'll kill my own Kite Sail. It can kill my own for Firebrand if I was playing that color. I'm going to take the Frilled Death Spitter. Huh. So there's another Crashing Tide. Or I could take Highland Lake to fix my mana if I want to play blue-red. I don't think I need a third Crashing Tide. I do have 2 Crashing Tides, 2 Waternauts. And Waternaut's pretty intensive on the mana. Sometimes aggro decks can run 16 lands. I think I'm going to take the Highland Lake here over a third Crashing Tide. I don't really love it. I don't love running like infinite bounce spells because then you have hands where you only draw bounce spells and that's not very good. Now I'll take a Soul of the Rapids. Tide is fine. I already have a couple Tides. I think I'm good on Tides. Especially because there's a whole other pack that could give me a Tide, and I don't love having like infinite Tides. I think I'm going to take the Soul of the Rapids here. It's not insane, but I don't think I'm going to need these other cards right now. I'm not sure what my second color is. There's a red-white land. I wanted to splash white. Or I could take a Sun-Collared Raptor. I'll take a Stone Quarry over the Raptor. I don't love Raptor at all. Now Cleansing Ray. Whoa, we got the rare back. It's not great, but it's such a good sign. I'm just kidding. It's not great. So we don't know our second color yet. Could really be anything still. These are our red cards. This is our white card. This is a big pick for us. There's nothing great in blue. Sailor means it's not insane. It's fine, but not insane. We do want to start getting more creatures to support this Captain's Hook. I like Exultant Sky Marcher. I also like Suncrested Pterodon a fair amount. There's not really an option to take a blue card here. I don't think Sailor means it's going to be great here. So it's between Suncrested Pterodon and Exultant Sky Marcher for me. I like Sky Marcher a decent amount, but it is kind of hard on the mana. And since I have so many blue cards, I kind of just want to like play a lot of blue sources. So I think I'm going to take the Pterodon here. It's just a nice little late game card. It's also specifically good in blue-white because you can get a lot of good blockers on the ground, stall the game, and then these guys are good blockers and they can like attack with Vigilance some of the time. I think I'm going to take the Pterodon here over the Sky Marcher. I also have a lot of 3-drops. So yeah, this card's also pretty good with Captain's Hook. Whoa, Bombard's pretty nice. Though Baffling End is also pretty cool. It also is a white card. Bombard would keep me in red. Baffling End would keep me in white. I don't think my red cards are very good, though. I think my white cards are better. We didn't really see any great red in that first pack. Also a Poisoner, which I'm not going to move into black for. If we'd taken that Merfolk, our draft we would have a blue-green deck, I think. But we're pretty open here. Bombard or Baffling End. I think I'm going to take the Baffling End. I'd rather be blue-white. I think blue-white's a pretty solid deck. And, yeah, it supports I just don't think my red cards are all that exceptional. I don't have enough 2-drops to be in a great aggro deck. And, yeah. The only card in my colors is Crashing Tide. I could have had about 100 Colossal Dreadmaws, which is kind of funny. Another Thunderherd Migration. I think blue-green might have been my open colors, but I only saw Dreadmaws pretty much. Though this direction's less relevant for determining what was open last pack because it's like the other direction. This is why I didn't take that other Crashing Tide and took the land instead. Because you can get another Crashing Tide. I think I'll take the Tide though. It's not great, but there's really nothing for me here. I could take a Sun Sentinel, but this will probably wheel. Crashing Tide will probably wheel too, to be quite honest. Kitesail Corsair. I like Kitesail Corsair a pretty good amount. Just a nice 2-drop. I like having good 2-drops. I don't know why all my cards are so far over. Dusklean Zealot is a good card if you're black, but I'm not black. This card's a pretty good green card. But yeah, pretty easy Kitesail Corsair. Ooh, interesting pick here. So there is a Water Knot, but there's also another Kitesail Corsair, and then there's a Legion Conquistador. The first one I've seen, and then there's the Secrets. I don't think I want a non-creature spell because I already have 7 interactive spells. Or this isn't really interactive, but I have 7 non-creatures. I just need to start getting more creatures to fill out my curve. Yeah, exactly, Dustin. I'm going to take the Kitesail Corsair here. We haven't seen a single Conquistador so far, so I think someone else might be taking them. And yeah, so I'm going to take the Kitesail Corsair here over the 2 non-creature spells. And Kitesail Corsair is a great creature to have a lot of. And Curious Obsession is the perfect card to go with Kitesail Corsair. Also good with Soul of the Rapids and my Suncrested Pterodon. All of my creatures have flying, which is kind of neat. But yeah, Curious Obsession pretty good in this deck. It is a non-creature, but it's much better than Sworn Guardian, so I'm just going to take it here. It's also perfect with all my creatures. And the Punish. I don't really need another 5. I think I'm going to take Raptor Companion, maybe. I don't think I'm playing red. I can't believe there's a Bombard here, though. Makes me want to switch. Am I really taking a Raptor Companion over Bombard? I think I'll leave myself a little bit more open. I do have 3 2-drops. I only have 6 creatures, though. I'm going to take the Bombard. If I end up with another good red card, yeah, and I ended up with this anyway, so not feeling too bad. And another Raptor Companion. I'm not going to take a Sea Legs. Raptor Companion's fine. It turns on my Suncrested Pterodon. Mistcloaked Herald's fine. I'm going to take it over Buccaneer's Bravado. My deck could be pretty aggressive if I get a couple more creatures. And this card's good with Curious Obsession, good with Captain's Hook. Buccaneer's Bravado is cool if I end up in red, but I don't think it's insane. And I know I'm playing blue. This card might not make the deck, but I think it's fine. So I did get a lot of creatures here at the end. Now I have 9 creatures. I'll take another Cleansing Ray. It's good in the Vampire matchup. I think I'll take it over a Trailblazer. Yeah. I think Raptor Companions got added value in my deck because of the Pterodons. A lot of pretty decent interaction spells. A couple things to put on my creatures. I'm really selling garbage here. What does that even mean? It does not sound like a compliment. I will say that much. Take a crown. I don't know why everyone hates Raptor Companion. I really don't. It's not horrific. Like, it's a decent blocker. I mean, everyone always hates on Raptor Companion. Wow, all those red cards at the very end. They're not very good red cards, but they're still red. So Pirate's Cutlass is pretty good with Kitesail Corsairs. Pretty good with alongside Captain's Hook, maybe. It's kind of cool. This makes things into Pirates, and then this can equip for free, but that's not usually what you want. You don't usually want both equipment. However, I think I'm still going to take it here over a Lookout Dispersal and a Shaper Apprentice. This card's not going to be great in my deck. I already have 5 2-drops. I do want more creatures. I only have 9 creatures, so equipments aren't insane, but hopefully I can pick up like 5 creatures this pack. And this card's fine. It's also good with my equipments. I'm just going to take this, though. It's pretty good with my Kitesail Corsairs. Between this and this right now. I don't really need another non-creature, but I think I'm going to take this anyway. I think this card's good enough to warrant taking it. Stormfleet Aerialist, pretty much perfect in this deck. I'm pretty much always going to be able to attack, sometimes even on turn 1 and turn this on. But yeah, this is a pretty good pickup for me. Wow, Star of Extinction. That's interesting. There's also this guy. I don't love this guy. I already have enough 2-drops, I think, that I don't have to take this guy right now. Pterodon Knight could be an interesting one. It's between that, Paladin, Bloodstained, and Steadfast Armosaur, I think. I don't think I'm really looking for Sailor. Maybe I do want Sailor of Means here. It wears equipment fairly well. It can block. It can ramp me up to 5. When Companion is bad, it is horrible. When it is good, it is medium at best. It is definitely horrible some of the time. So it's these 4 cards with my only, like, I'm not taking the Shipwreck Looter. This card's interesting, but I think I'd rather, I'll take Paladin, just so I can have 2 bodies for my 2 equipments. Steadfast Armosaur is also neat with equipments because it gets Vigilance and it's hard to block. I like this guy. It helps me race in the air as well because it gives me 2 blockers. So I think it's going to be better than the other 2 options. The Pterodon Knight might wheel. I like getting a guy that gives me 2 bodies, though. Now it's between Pious and Bishop Soldier. Not taking a Headwater Sentinel, not taking a vehicle. Bishop is nice with my equipments. However, removal is always nice. I do have a couple of removal spells. I think I'm going to take the Bishop's Soldier, maybe. I don't love Bishop Soldier in this format, but I think it's still good. Oh, you're talking about cards that make it look bad? Yeah, Sailor Means does make it look bad. I think I'm taking I'm just going to take Pious. I don't think I need another 2-drop. I like this removal spell too. Dang, the second Conquistador. I guess that was it. If I'd taken the Bishop Soldier, I would have felt better about taking Legion's Judgment. Maybe I should have taken the Bishop Soldier. Just have more creatures. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Maybe I'll take Conquistador here. Although, the odds of me seeing another one are very low. I guess I'll take this for the sideboard. And now another Paladin, perfect for my deck. Pretty much just what I want to see. Makes 2 creatures, same reasoning as before. Oh, man. I really just want to take Inspiring Cleric. I know One with the Wind's good. I think I already have enough stuff, though. I think One with the Wind got substantially worse with this set. I only have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 creatures. I'm going to take the Inspiring Cleric. I just need more creatures. I only have 12 right now. I know I'm going to get hate for this pick in the YouTube comments, but try to understand. I already have like 4 ways to buff up creatures. I mean 3 ways. and I only have 12 creatures. So I'm just going to end up with hands where I have like nothing to do except play like my buff spells on one guy, and if they kill it, I'm just done. Shining Air Source, nice. I could have gotten 2 Conquistadors. Arg. Punished for taking the... I mean, having 2 Conquistadors would make this deck substantially better, I think. But I think the odds of seeing another Conquistador in the next 3 packs when I think someone else might be taking them is pretty low. So I'm just going to take the Aerosaur. Now it's like a run aground. Not going to play it, though. Take a Slash of Talons and not play it. See, Pterodon Knight came back. Perfect. Not going to play this. Pterodon Knight could be good. Solar Rapid seems fine in this deck. Maybe I don't want it. It's definitely worse than Shining Aerosaur in my opinion. I do have a lot of cheap, I mean like 3 drops, even though they're not creatures. Could definitely see myself cutting Soul of the Rapids. I do not love the card. Yeah, I think I'm going to cut it. Still have 14 creatures. I don't really want to cut any of my creatures. I think I'll cut Crashing Tide. I have 6 2-drops, which is pretty good. Two bounce spells is pretty nice too. A little bit of removal. I think 14 creatures is a decent amount in this deck. Sort by color. Pretty even. I think I'm going to run 1 extra island just because I have a couple double blue cards and a lot of my cheap cards are blue. Bad Magic Online. Yeah, I think this deck's pretty decent. Blue-white flyers. Some removal, some bounce. Decent sideboard options. Yeah, let's see how it does. We are on the draw. We'll keep. We have both our colors. We have a pretty expensive hand, but I knew there wasn't. I mean, if he played the 1-mana 2/1, I would have been in bad shape. But we have, if we draw a couple lands, we'll be in pretty good shape this game, I think. Perfect. Just what we like to see. Island is a good draw. Opponent playing 3 colors because they have this mountain. Boom, right on cue, the Raptor Companion. Raptor Companion is actually pretty cool with Captain's Hook because then it'll pretty much double trade because it has so much power. I could get Shake the Foundations on. Kind of want to save my creatures so that I can get rid of that with Baffling End. I think I'm going to... So my 3 options are play Captain's Hook, attack. Well, I have a lot of options. I could play Captain's Hook, play Inspiring Cleric, or play Baffling End this turn. I don't think I want to play Baffling End. Do I want to attack? This trade's probably pretty good for me, especially because I have some life gain in my hand. I want the game to go long, though. And this creature can be equipped with Captain's Hook and be a lot better. So I could go Cleric, pass, and then he just attacks me and makes the trade anyway. So I think since he's probably going to attack me, I might as well attack him and do the trade on my terms while I have mana open. I'll probably have enough fodder for the Captain's Hook either way. I kind of want to be able to baffling end this, but he could just have a flyer that I care more about, or another creature of similar power level that I can just use just when it's more mana efficient to do so. So I think I'm going to attack him, play Inspiring Cleric, and pass. I don't think playing Hook is as effective here, because I can do this all in one turn if I draw a land. Perfect. So him trading's fine by me. Obviously he ends up 2 damage in the exchange, but I traded my 2-drop for his 3-drop. My guy's a bit substantially worse than his creature. And I'm still up on life because of my cleric. And now if I draw a land, I have a couple more options. Sun-Collared Raptor. Okay. Land? Nope. No land. So now it's kind of close. I think I'm going to... So it's between... I could Baffling End this, which I don't really want to do, because my Kitesail Corsair can trade for it. I could play Captain's Hook, and that leaves me up to double spell, like equip and do something next turn. I think I'm definitely attacking. Actually, do I want to attack? If I attack, this can attack me back, but then he has to pay his whole turn. Yeah, if he wants it to do any damage. I'll trade 3 for 1. And if he taps his mana, I'm fine with that. Now, I think I'm going to play my Hook, because then I can double use my mana effectively next turn. And if I draw a land, I can double spell. And this is the way I get the Hook into play. And it's a similar amount of power to the Kitesail Corsair, because this next turn this would attack for 2, and next turn this attacks for 2 more. Mana efficiency is key, especially when you're pinched on mana. If I had like 4 lands in hand, then it wouldn't matter as much. Okay, what's he got? He's got a 5-drop. It's an Armasaur. Armasaur's not insane. I'm not worried about the Armasaur. Unless I keep whiffing on land. In which case Armasaur's not good. Crashing Tide's fine. I think I'm going to Crashing Tide the Armasaur, try to draw a land, and then I'm going to play the land, maybe equip this if I find one. Nope, no land. Unfortunate, but I still like the bounce play. It just delays him. I'm still trading 3 damage for 1 damage, and gets me closer to finding my lands that I desperately need. The other option would be equip, attack, play Kitesail Corsair, but I think when you're mana screwed, drawing extra cards to find lands is pretty good. Okay, holding up a Reckless Rage, potentially. And the attack. So if he has nothing, I think I'll equip, attack, play my Stormfleet Aerialist. I mean, if I don't draw a land. If I draw a land, it becomes closer. So I drew a land. So I could go land Paladin, or I could go land. I could probably do 2 spells, but if then I can't. This won't have the counter. So that's not great. This will have 6 to pump it, so I might just have to kill it. I think I definitely want to use all of my mana here. I could just tap out for this. I don't think I can attack this turn, because that would involve me equipping Captain's Hook, though that puts him on a 3-turn clock. I could equip, attack, play Kitesail Corsair, play land. Or play Aerialist, I mean. And play land. I actually kind of like that play, just because it puts him to 9, which means I can kill him very quickly. And he has to hold back blockers, and I can Baffling in one of his blockers. So even though it's not mana efficient, I think I'm going to do that play. And the 2/3 blocks this fairly well. Hold up white mana represents more combat tricks. I probably will decide to block the Sun-Collared Raptor. I am at 20, which is another reason why I kind of want to put I can put the grind on him. The pressure is what I mean. Make him feel I'm just going to stop talking. Yeah. Another Omnisaur, potentially. So this is something that you need to be aware of. So last turn, my opponent kept up red mana. So if they'd had a red spell, they could have left up red mana again. But as it was, they decided to leave up white mana this time, which means they either don't have anything or they have a new thing. Or now they have, like, something, like... So you just have to be aware. I'm not going to attack with this, because he'll just double block. I'm just going to play Plains and my Aerosaur, because then I have Lethal in the air next turn. If I do choose to equip this. Because that would be 7 exactly. He could have a Slash of Talons. That could be why he decided to hold up white mana that turn. He clearly doesn't have the Reckless Rage, or he would have used it the last turn, I think, to kill this, maybe. Or maybe he's saving it for something like a Shining Aerosaur. Either way, I don't think he has it, because otherwise he would have held up red. Because when you don't have the spell in your hand, you forget what you held up. But last turn, 2 turns ago, he held up red. This turn, he held up white. So he's sending conflicting signals. And I don't think it's to confuse me. I think it's because he just doesn't have anything relevant for those mana costs. If he attacks me with everything, he can pump this twice. This is 7, 11, 15. He can send me to 5 life. You could have something like a Pounce here. Baffling End for my flyer, presumably. Presumably. Vance's Blasting Cannons, okay. I'm going to side in my enchantment removal because he has that card. Okay, Island. So I think this guy's pretty much useless to me now, so I might just equip here, play my Suncrested Pterodon, so I now have another lethal flyer. Yeah, that seems good to me. I do lose my guy, but I am putting him to 2 with 2 flyers that are lethal. Gonna play my bigger one just so he can't like kill it with a ping effect or something of that nature. He has to have 2 removal spells now, and yeah. Or like life gain and removal or something. And he can't just have a flying blocker. So he gets 2 draws essentially because of the advances. Raging Regisaur is not going to cut it. So yeah, the turn where I got Captain's Hook down was pretty important. Okay, he concedes. Okie doke. So I now know a bit more about his deck. Legion's Judgment should be good. Cleansing Ray should also be good. What looks bad? Baffling End looked a bit weak. Probably don't want both Cleansing Rays. He didn't have all that many targets, but he did have Baffling End and Vances. And Vances is good enough that I want the Legion's Judgment to deal with it. Baffling End seemed not great against him. What else seemed not great? I think I'd probably like the Flyer better than a random Raptor companion. Raptor got blanked by a lot of his stuff. But yeah, let's see what's bad. All of my stuff is pretty... My stuff is just... I have to save removal for the 4/4 that pings my stuff because all my stuff dies to the pinging. Maybe I don't want more 5-drops against him. And he's not super bad against tempo, maybe? I'm not sure. So do I want to cut some of my equipments? I think Curious Obsession could be good against him. Maybe I cut Pirate's Cutlass. He probably has a better late game than me. Pirate's Cutlass is one of my late game cards. Baffling End didn't seem incredibly relevant. I am bringing in Cleansing Ray and Legion's Judgment, so maybe I can cut Baffling End. Maybe I don't want this card. This card lets my guys go faster in the air. Then I can keep in Crashing Tide. Or I'll just side in a Soul. So I'll basically cut Baffling End for Legion's Judgment, cut a Crashing Tide for a Cleansing Ray, cut a Raptor Companion for a Soul the Rapids. I just don't like Soul. I think Soul's going to be too slow in this matchup. It doesn't block very well. This card doesn't seem great against him. Does hit pretty hard, though. I'd rather have a Run Aground. Yeah, Run Aground seems good against his expensive stuff, rather than a Crashing Tide. I'm going to mulligan. I'll keep this, but it's not very good. And I'll put that on the bottom. I just need Island with this hand. Pious Interdiction's good, but I need to have an Island for this hand to really work. Yeah, now I really need Island. Yeah, my sideboarding was definitely kind of tough there. Island. Dang it. Feels bad, man. If I had an Island there, it's just a very different game. 3 colors on turn 3, no big deal. The Frilled Death Spitter is back. Island, there we go. I'm still going to play my Inspiring Cleric. And if he attacks, I will probably... I don't really want to trade, but I probably will. It's close. So if he follows up with a 4-mana 4/4 that pings my stuff, I kind of have to Water Knot that. So I don't think I'm going to block. I think I want to race him with my hand. So I can Crashing Tide that and attack him back. Or okie doke. I think just so I use all my mana, I'm going to Crashing Tide. And then if I find an Island, it's pretty good. Did not find an Island. I don't really want to trade anymore. I still don't want to trade all that much, especially my 3/2, because I'm about to play a couple 2/1s that can trade, or I don't know. I feel like, yeah, this is a rough game. Oh no. Oh dear. Now I kind of have to trade. I am priced in, as they say. Island. Okay, Kitesail Corsair. Not what I want to see, but... So this is just that one of those games. I'm not going to attack here. I'm going to try and get Curious Obsession out of this Kitesail if I can. So yeah, not trading was not good for me. Block here. I should have attacked if I was going to do this block, but I still think this block is good for me compared to the other block. Oh, man. This is not a great game for me. If I'd had an island on turn 2, it would have been so different. But it happens. Okay, Thrashing Brontodon. And the Death Spitter. That makes my water not look a lot worse, I will say. Going to play 2 creatures. And pass the turn back. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to win this game. I don't really have... I guess I have like a couple 3/4s or 2/5s that could shut him down. Knight of the Stampede. He overtapped. Okay. Go block like this and try to draw like a 2/5. If I draw a 2/5, I'm still dead though, maybe. So he did have a Reckless Rage. Okay. And the way I blocked there didn't really matter because I didn't have anything, but maybe I should have put the 3/2 in the 2/1, and then to 2/1 on 3/2. We will scoop it up. He has this thing to kill my water knot anyway. Okay, so that was a massacre. Okay. Slash does not seem good against him. Baffling End. I guess we saw a lot of multiples of the 3/2. Maybe I shouldn't have taken it out in the first place. Raptor Companion could be fine. Cleansing Ray, he has 1 Baffling End and the advances. Legion's Judgment still seems good. Burn Ground does not seem as I thought it would be. Still a bit slow. Crashing Tide, I don't think I can really out-tempo him. I just don't know if I'm fast enough. Maybe I don't want Cleansing Ray, maybe I just have to try and hope he doesn't have advances. How does this look? Maybe Sleek Schooner could be good, though it does die to the Brontodon. This thing does block like all of his guys. I could bring it over like a Cutlass. Cutlass helps all my guys trade with his guys, block his guys. I'll bring in one of these for 1 Raptor Companion. I'll keep one of over the Raptor Companion. I'd like to play first. We'll keep this hand. Pretty aggressive start here. 1 mana unblockable into 2 mana pretty much unblockable into equipment. And then I could maybe find a white source for this, or I could play my other Corsair. If he sideboarded in Dual Shot, then it's not great for me, but what are you going to do? That's another nice draw. I guess I have to find a 3rd land here. Or I guess that wasn't a nice draw. I need to find lands. If I find lands, it's a fine draw, but if I don't find lands, it's horrific. So I guess that's the cost you pay. Oh, of course. I am dead. Oh no. Land. We're going to put it on the... Do I put it on the actual unblockable guy or the guy that hits for more damage? I'll put it on the Kitesail Corsair. That way if he pings my Merfolk guy, I keep getting in for extra points. I kind of want to do this so I can find a land so I can play my Corsair. Land. Oh, man. Now I have to draw a land next turn so I can water knot it, but I do have 2 draws at it. But if I can water knot the Raging Registrar, I'll be in pretty good shape, I think. Oh, the Pious Interdiction. Punished. One day I'll find a land. It's gonna be real grand. I guess that's the downside. I was thinking about the ping from the thing, which guy I'd rather have not die to it. But things are just horrifying without drawing 3rd lands. It's all good though. It happens. Part of the game. Part of the game. Tapping 4. Oh, playing Knight of the Stampede. Interesting. Probably a Frilled Death Spitter here. Yep. Not. I mean, I saw that coming. Is what I mean to say. Land. You've got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. We're going to keep sending, though. I don't think we can hold back and block. We're taking 5, trading it for 3. I need to draw a land next turn, but it's doubtful that I will find it. He's going to deploy his whole hand here, probably with haste. Oh, I'm so dead. He forgot about the cost reduction on this, probably. Yeah. Classic. Happens to everyone. I do it myself. Dang it. If we'd found 3rd land on turn 3, I think we would have just won this game. If we found it on turn 4, I think it would be closer. And if we found it on turn 5, we'd probably still be in good shape. As it is, we are in horrible shape. And if we don't find a land, we just lose on the spot. Well, sometimes that's life. Sometimes you can't find land number 3 in your 4 draw steps, or 5 draw steps, or how many. Oh, well. Our hand was definitely a keep. I'm just going to concede. There's no way I win this game. I just couldn't hit a land to save my life. Oh, well. That was unfortunate. Keeps 2-lander, gets punished. We even drew an extra card with our Curious Obsession. Dang. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. I would like to play first. We'll keep this. Not great. Not horrific. Whew. He doesn't have a 2-drop. He's in very bad shape. No! Oh my gosh. He has it all. He has a 1-drop. Oh dear. Oh dearie me. Come on, deck. I believe. Oh no. Yeah, I'll trade. He's probably a better aggressive deck than me. I have some decent late game tools. Yep, the Trailblazer. Of course. This is where all of our lands were. They were waiting for next game. Do I play Raptor Companion or do I water knot this? I don't think I'm ever going to be able to block this, so I think I'm just going to water knot it. It feels bad to water knot a 2-drop, but I'm never going to be able to block it, so... Like... And when this guy's, like, horrible at double blocking, too. This will probably save me about 8 damage. We'll do the math on how much damage will save me, but... I'm guessing, like, 8. Yeah, because we can block this guy. My Paladin of Bloodstain would be a great draw. Or Plains. Plains is also fine. It means I can cast all my spells when I draw them. Not that I couldn't already, but gotta look on the bright side sometimes. Huh. He doesn't have double red yet, which could be a blessing. Definitely blocking. Look at Raptor Companion go. Doing all of the work. And a replacement 3/3. And a Lightkeeper. His deck's pretty aggressive. I am not happy. Hey, that was a great rip. Let's go. Unfortunately, he's going to be on blocking duty, which means he could get blown out by a combat trick, but Suncrested Pterodon, let's go. And I'm definitely blocking because, like, what else am I going to be doing with it? Wow, stable. We have stabilized. Would be nice to draw another spell, but I'm not complaining. We have our 2/5 just on time. I feel like at this point of the game, his guys start to be bad, like this Blightkeeper, and our guys start to get better. I'm going to block it. You could have the 4-mana 3/3, but I think that's less likely. Wow. Yeah, that also makes sense. I was thinking, why wouldn't you attack with the Swaggering Corsair, but I guess he next leveled me. So I'll block the Fathom Fleet with this guy. Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't attack with Swaggering Corsair there, because I'm almost definitely blocking it. He got me for the first hit of the game. I'm holding back the Fathom Fleet thing, which can hit me for 4, so I'm not going to attack and trade 4 for 2. Seems like a bad trade of damage to me. We're still in this. We have a couple of pretty big draws. We could draw the 3/2 that makes a 1/1. That would be pretty great. We could draw another Water Knot. We could draw Baffling End. We could draw Island. Same old, same old. Islands, Baffling Ends, basically the same card. I wonder what opponent has in his hand. Probably removal spells. Although he probably would have just killed my Kitesail Corsair by now. Maybe he has all lands in hand. I guess we do not know yet. Yep, not blocking. There's a card. We're going to bounce the Swaggering Corsair so that we can trade here. Yep, we'll save that, and then we'll just do it on the Swaggering Corsair. Or we'll do it on that. So he can hit me for 6 here. I guess I'll take it. If he does that, then he can't replace Swaggering Corsair. So I'll probably take 5, go to 6. Then I can Water Knot that. Oh, he's pumping once. That makes sense. Okay, perfect. Then I'll Water Knot it. And then I'll go to 3. I'll go to 3. I'll have 1 blocker. I'll have to draw something. I mean, obviously I'm going to draw something. It's just I'll have to draw something helpful is what I mean. Take it. Take it. Come on, deck. Opponent don't have a lightning bolt. I mean lightning strike. The hero. The hero of our hour. And I'll probably just get in with Kitesail Corsair. Get a little bit frisky. You have to kill him at some point. And if he has a haste guy, I can just chump with Vampire if need be. But I'm going to trade here. Hijack. I'm not technically dead. I gain 1 life, take 3. Go to 1. No! I need another one of these guys. Guess I'm not dead yet. We are alive at 1. We are still alive. He didn't have anything. Let's go. There are a lot of spells left in my deck. I will say. Many spells left in my 19 cards. No, come on, deck. You've done so well. Look how far we've come. No! No! Direfleet Neckbreaker! You've got to be kidding me, man! No! No! You monster! What have you done? Why didn't you just cast that earlier? I guess because he doesn't know what my last card is. Yeah, feels bad, man. Feels bad, man. I'm not going to draw the card. Oh, man, we were so close. And yet so far. Slash of Talon is definitely coming in. Crashing Tide. We already have a couple Crashing Tides and a couple things, so I think we just want more proactive things. I'm going to take out Mist Cloaked Herald. And run it like that. Actually, I want to take out Captain's Hook. Mist Cloaked Herald is just not a very good blocker, and I feel like I'm the control role in this matchup. Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. It's got 2 removal spells, which is good. And Captain's Hook plus my lifelink token could get some work done. Some good work. Ooh, that was a fairly close game, last one. Especially considering the way it panned out with draws and stuff. Curious Obsession, I almost sided that out, but I think it's still good enough with my Kitesail Corsairs to leave in. Just give me extra cards to defend myself. Oh, that's a good card to Baffling End. Or Water Knot. Are there any cards with abilities that I'd rather exile? The Neckbreaker. I think I'm going to Water Knot it for mana efficiency. It does mean he won't lose life if he has the 3/3, but I don't think that's as relevant as me being able potentially to double spell in a turn. And now I will Baffling End if I don't draw anything, just because I want to have the Water Knot for something more expensive. If only this counted as dying. I can put this on my opponent's creatures. That's actually kind of funny. Funny stuff. I think. Never actually saw that be relevant, but that could be a funny interaction. I take one. Opponent has gotten in for the first beats of the game. He got me. Ugh. Land. Oh my gosh. We're gonna water nut this just so we don't start taking more damage. We have another removal spell in our hand. We just need to not die. Come on, deck. Come on, deck. It's just so annoying. Our deck last game couldn't draw a land to save its life. I mean, couldn't draw a spell. We drew all the lands. Captain's Hook not looking good in this matchup, I will say. Neither is Raptor Companion. Though, I guess Raptor Companion is good against Wanted Scoundrels. Might have to pious that at some point. Land. Oh yeah, here we go. We're going to cast our Paladin of the Bloodstained. And the next turn we can pious that if we need to. I think I'm going to eat this guy. Take 3. Buccaneer's Bravado, that's fine. Trading my 3/2 for Buccaneer's Bravado. It's like I got value because I still have the Vampire token. So I think I'm going to... I can make this into a 4-powered creature. Then he'll have to trade both these for it. I don't think that's good. Kind of want to just draw a card with Curious Obsession, though. I'm going to put this on here. Then I'll gain 2 life, and then I'll play my Pterodon Knight, probably. And then he'll have to trade these 2 guys for it, if he wants to get it off the table. And if he doesn't, then I can threaten the Captain's Hook activation. And another land. Okay, we'll just play our Pterodon Knight. These guys probably already weren't attacking, but I don't really want to use my Pious on this right now. I'd rather play another creature. Bombard, okay. That's also fine by me. You bombard my 1/1 lifelink token. I am fine with that. Can't block it, don't worry. Don't worry, opponent. I think we'll Pious this now. Most of my creatures don't let me double block it favorably, especially thanks to the Firebrands. And then I'll just sit at the impasse for another turn, and then I can start trading 5 damage for 2 damage. I don't want to trade 3 for 2 against an aggro deck, but I can trade 5 for 2 and be pretty happy with that. Blightkeeper, 5 for 3 now. Spell! You have got to be kidding me. I can't get mana screwed and flooded in the same game, right? Is there justice? I will trade 5 for 3, though. This way, if he has a removal spell, I'm not as punished. So I kind of want to end the game. Oh my gosh, of course he has that card. Oh, I need my 2/5. I need my 2/5. Right off the top. Come on, 2/5. Give me 2/5. Trading 5 for 7 does not sound fun. Dang it. Aerialist. Attack for 5, put him to 8. Play my aerialist. He attacks me for 3, 5, 6, 7. I go to 2. These things pinging me are lethal. If I trade with this, I trade with this, and then you go to 8. Yeah, he's not dead. I just have to play my aerialist and pass. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. There is no justice. There is no justice. Oh man. If I drew my Slash of Talons that I boarded in, that'd be great. These have felt like kind of rough draws, I will say. Opponent had double Wanted Scoundrel that I dealt with. Yeah. And then he has the Neckbreaker just when he needs it. If he didn't have the Neckbreaker, I would have probably won this game. Jeez. Jeez. We have to trade here. I don't think we can go to 6, because then he just attacks all out next turn and kills me. Pretty much. I think I have to block and then draw a creature. Let's go! Drawing those creatures. See now, if I hadn't killed the Fanatical Firebrand, I would have just lost this guy, and then... Yeah, I feel like, yeah, it's close, because I would have had the other blocker, but I would have taken an extra 3. Whew. Lightkeeper starting to chip in. Or maybe not. Probably will. I don't see a reason why he wouldn't attack with the Blightkeeper. No attack with Blightkeeper. He fears my wrath. I'll start attacking. Gonna try and close the game out. Before this gets up to all the mana it needs and before he draws removal and stuff. You have him on a 2-turn clock. So I'm probably not attacking with this unless I draw another creature, because then I take 5. And also then I would just trade with Blightkeeper. So he does attack with Blightkeeper, I go to 8. He probably should have done that last turn. Yikes. Ooh, big draw. So if I attack for 4, and play this. I think I'd rather try to kill them all in one turn. This thing can drain me for 4. I'm just going to play the Aerosaur and pass. Ah, the Blightkeeper is so annoying. I have to have this to block this to block that. Blightkeeper. Arr. Yarg. Okay. Come on. Top deck. Top of deck. Can't really race the Blightkeeper. I'll definitely trade. So if I draw removal, this is lethal, though if I draw removal, it's lethal anyway. No, it's not lethal. Never mind. Yes, it would be lethal. I'm just going to trade here, though. I don't want to take 5, because then this is lethal. Is a lethal. Need to remember to enunciate. And we drew a land. That's what I like to see. He has no cards in hand. I basically have no cards in hand. It's a top deck battle. He's slightly ahead on board, I think, because of his Blightkeeper. Gonna keep trading. Dang it. Only this buff toughness. So if I attack him for 5, like I equip an attack, then that would put him to 4, and then he would draw land, put me to 4, attack me with both. I die. So I can't attack. Because then I'm dead to land drop. But can I beat that scenario? I would trade. I could beat that scenario. If he draws a spell, though, he just keeps drawing more creatures, more gas. I do have this thing with Vigilance, so I think I'm just going to equip up my Pterodon and pass the turn. Because this thing can block the Daring Buccaneer. And it can start chipping in. And this has been a close match in general. Come on, opponent. Don't draw anything relevant. Just let me have my victory. That Suncursed Pterodon was a very good draw. Are you kidding me? Wow. No! I worked so hard. I worked so hard. All of my hard-fought progress. Gone. Oh my god, it's even a pirate for the neckbreaker to destroy. That's so horrific. Wow. Unfortunate. Now I will check what I would have drawn. Obviously, for max salt. Oh man, it would have been an island. Classic magic. It's all good. Happens to everybody. Everybody gets unlucky. Let's see if we can get a W, though. At least one victory. I think our deck is pretty decent. Relatively decent. Somewhat decent. Okay. Slightly below average. Bad. I don't even know. It's somewhere on that spectrum. But geez, that was insane. We were so close. And yet so far, the hijack got us. We had just drawn the perfect card to save us. And then it was like, ugh. I'm gonna go for the W, though. I would like to play first. We'll keep this hand. It's got a castable card in it, a removal spell. It's not the greatest, but it's not the worst either. I've had some mana issues this draft, I will say. Booyah, right off the top when you need it. Whew. If he's playing blue-green Merfolk, then gaining 4 life should be pretty good. Also, we might be able to jank out some Crashing Tide value. Inspiring Cleric had been pretty good. And that's not a good card to Crashing Tide. Yikes. Our Suncrested Pterodon might carry the day, though. What do we want to cast? Do we want a Baffling End that? He's going to have more important stuff to Baffling End as a Merfolk player. Ooh, we'll just pass, and then our Suncrested Pterodon can blank his guys. Jadeberry, you say? Yikes. Good thing we have this Suncrested Pterodon to be the hero we all need and deserve. I can actually attack him back for 3 after I play my Pterodon. Actually, before I play my Pterodon. But yeah. I cannot attack him back for 3. Because that would be a bad trade. Boom, Pterodon in the house. Let's go. We have a Baffling End for if he has a Mistbinder. You kind of want to save that for as long as possible. Because Mistbinder would be disastrous. Moment of truth. No, don't have it. No, whatever it is. Death Gorge. Okay, we're fine. Whew, we're still alive. We're going to develop our Paladin. Not going to attack. We are not going to Crashing Tide either. Or Pious. We have a pretty good setup here. Though he has some good draws probably. We just need to draw one of our dinosaurs. That's a fine draw, I guess. Makes our creatures harder to deal with. We could attack with the Lifelinker. Gain 3. He would block with a couple 2/2s, though. Not going to accomplish much. Yeah, I guess it's not very good here. I don't think it will even equip it to anything. Equipping Suncrested Pterodon seems a little bit risky. Maybe that's just good to do. I'm trying to think of how I get punished. If he destroys the Captain's Hooky, I also lose my Suncrested Pterodon. So I guess it's weak to Thrashing Brontodon. I don't think he's going to main deck Naturalize. But Thrashing Brontodon punishes it. That might be the only card that destroys artifacts. Oh, Run Aground. Yeah, I'll play Run Aground and stuff. I don't need to equip this for a while. If he Run Agrounds my Captain's Hook, though, I'm just lose my Suncrested Pterodon and I'm screwed. Ah, another card that folds to my Pterodon. Pterodon is the hero we deserve. We'll keep passing. Without this Pterodon, we would be so dead. Oh my gosh. The Pterodon. Pterodon. Let's go. That's not what I like to see, deck. Oh no. Maybe I'm supposed to equip here just so I have more. Better blocking. Two, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll take it. Probably equip my token just for defense. This is target creature. I'll bounce my own guy so I can gain 4 more life. Seems like a decent play. That way I don't die to an Alpha Strike. I also had the mana to do it. I also wanted to get rid of the Crashing Tide Because all of his creatures have enters the battlefield effects, except for this Death Gorge. Death Gorge. I can trade with Death Gorge. Probably gonna have to do some other blocking. Block like this. I take 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I go to 6. Next turn, he untaps. I go 6 up to 9. Next turn, he untaps. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys against my 2, 3. So the smallest 3 are 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'll be safe. I think this is a fine block. Probably should have blocked the Hexproof guy. That was my bad. Oh, the Jungle Delver. That's going to meet a Baffling End. Actually, it's going to meet a... Should it Baffling End it? Probably Baffling End it, yeah. I'm probably not going to Pious it. I'll probably just use my cheap removal on it. Because, yeah, it's a 1-drop. Equip my 1/1 to make it relevant as a blocker. And pass the turn. If he chooses this turn to draw the Merfolk Mistbinder, I would be very sad. Sunquest the Pterodon is back. Finally, to save us. Okay, so if I attack with Mistbinder, I have him on a 4-turn clock. Oh, it's a pirate. Yes! He can attack me back. I can block here and here. Take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I want to kill him. So I'm going to Water Knot the 2/2, because then he can only attack me with 1 to these guys. I can block those 2, take 4. Start getting in. Put him on this 4-turn clock that I think is going to be effective. Hold up 2 mana, rather than re-equip the Cutlass. Maybe I should just... Oh my god! No! You've got to be kidding me! You have got to be kidding me. You're kidding. You are kidding me. What is this game? What is happening? I save my Baffling End for years, and then I finally use it, and I get punished to the max. Not just by... Oh my gosh, opponent. What are you doing, man? So I can make that guy unable to attack. He's going to put a counter on all his dudes. That's terrifying. I think I have to do this. Gain a couple life. Can I kill him in 2 turns? I attack him for 7, then I attack him for 9. Next turn, he attacks me for 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and I can block 3 of it. Go to 1. I think I gotta do it. This thing's a problem. No block, that's good. Maybe I did the math wrong, I hope I didn't. And I will equip the Cutlass to this guy. Because now I can block better. You can block one of the 1/1s. If he attacks all out. Yeah, shocker. So we now can attack me for 3, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And I go to 1. Math. Cha-ching. Oh, no. No. We were so close. Why, cruel world? No. He had to top deck the perfect merfolk. Oh my god. A massacre. We were so close. And we end up 1 point off. It's ludicrous. I don't have any outs because I can't pump my guys at all. I even had the tricky play of if he attacked all, I could like move my Captain's Hook over after chump blocking. But oh my gosh, I could have totally won if he hadn't top decked a card that buffed his merfolk. Because I could have just chump blocked if he attacked all. You probably would have seen that line though. To be fair. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Okay. Block. Block. Oh, we were so close. He had the top deck. Actually, he probably didn't. He could have left this back maybe, but we were 1 point off. Dang it, what a close game. I'm glad we decided to start attacking when we did, but it was very close. Dang it. Dang, that was close. Super close. Going to bring in Slash of Talons, maybe? Crashing Tide seemed horrific against him. Huh. I'll bring in Slash. Maybe I'll keep 1 Crashing Tide. Don't think Sleek Schooner's insane against him. But yeah, let's see if we can get a match win. Have we even won a game? We won 1 game in the first round. I know we did. We went to game 3. Well, I guess we'll keep this. It's not great. We have some good draws, though. Kitetail Corsair would be a good draw. Just imagining how badly Curious Obsession gets wrecked by Water Trap Weaver. Like, oh my gosh, imagine he just, like, kill your Curious Obsession. Oh my gosh. Oh yes, let's go for it. If he has a bounce spell, he has a bounce spell. Yep. I did not think he had Expel from Roska, I will say. I thought he was just color screwed or something. It's only a 1-for-1 because we get to replay our Raptor Companion because we weren't going to really do anything productive anyway this turn. I think we'll play our Paladin, just in case he doesn't have anything, then we get a bigger attack in. Oh man, he is color screwed. Going to play our Pterodon Knight. Probably should be doing this after combat. Definitely should be doing this after combat. But there's not really a ton for triple blue that can punish us playing our stuff pre-combat. We just kill him next turn. We have lethal. Yay, we got there. Let's go. Okay, so now I know it. He has a bounce spell. Let's run it back. So he got color screwed, and we had a pretty good curve out. Wow, this hand is bad. Furious Obsession is one of our worst cards in the matchup. Yeah, we're mulliganing. On the draw. I think this is better than a 5-card hand. It does have to get several lands, so it needs a bit of a luck. And they need to be specifically plains, but I don't think a mulligan to 5 is going to do it. We just put you on the bottom, Waterknot. Feels bad, man. We did this to the opponent last game, and now they're doing it to us. Man. Plains! Yes! Oh, yes, that's good. That is a good draw. Let's go. I knew it. Oh, he doesn't have a third land. He doesn't have a third land. Justice. We could Curious Obsession. Same thing we did last time. We're just going to play our Kitesail Corsair, though. Develop our board. Yes! Yes! This is so good. The battle of the no-landers. Please don't hit a third land. Please don't hit a third land. Please don't hit a third land. Yes! We are doing it! Oh, man. I'm going to go for it. Yes. No expel. Yes. How's it feel? River Herald's Boon, okay. So he doesn't have to discard to hand size. Nice. Ooh, nice. We can Crashing Tide his guy with our last Crashing Tide. Jade Bearer, he's going all in. He's going all in. Oh man, Jade Bearer makes Raptor Companion look like garbage, as usual. Oh man, it feels bad, man. Okay, no block. We're just going to Crashing Tide the Sworn Guardian, I think. We'll see what we draw first, though. Plains, yeah, not changing anything, I don't think. Yes, we could win. Curious Obsession on our Kitesail, please, go the way, go the distance. Opponent getting mana screwed. We almost got really mana screwed. Sworn Guardian's back. Come on, deck. He's attacking. We're going to attack, play our Suncrist Pterodon. We're going to attack with both, because trading here doesn't really matter anymore, now that we have a second dinosaur. That might change things. No. We'll just play this, and then next turn we can play this guy plus this guy, I think. But a ground creature doesn't really mean much on this board. Death Gorge. That is a problem. We'll probably use our Waterknot on it. Why wouldn't he gain life? Weird. Yes! We got the victory, folks. Our opponent was horribly mana screwed, but we got a W. Playing Crashing Tide overnight was bad. I don't know, I felt like we were in pretty good shape there. I liked how we were. I liked getting rid of the 4-6. The 4-6 was kind of just like a little bit of a threat. Like, because if he had like a dive down to back it up or something to make it scary. I just liked Crashing Tiding it while I knew he had nothing. He also was so mana screwed that he's probably never going to be able to replay it, even if he does draw land. I mean, if he does draw land, he's just going to never have time to cast it again. So, yeah. But anyway, that's going to do it for this draft video. If you're watching it on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to click that thumbs up and subscribe to get updates whenever I post new content. If you have any questions about the draft or the gameplay, be sure to leave them in the comment section down below, and I will happily respond with my thoughts or answers. If you would like to catch me streaming live, I stream on twitch.tv/NicolaiBolas. There will be a link to that in the description below. If you would like to connect with me on social media, you can find me on Twitter. Tweet me at NicolaiBolas. I post there whenever I go live, whenever I have a 3-hour deck list, and whenever I post a new YouTube video. Anyway, that's going to do it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it, YouTube. We didn't get the W's, but we did have fun. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you next time.